What's up, fellow enchanters? Welcome back to another segment of a capsule collection. And this is the entire Little Mermaid by Jim Shore Disney Traditions collection. This is a complete collection. There is one piece that I do not have because I don't consider it part of the collection, and it is from, I think it's there's a store. It's in malls. I think it's called like Things Remembered. I forget what it is, but it's a snow globe with Ariel and Flounder, and it has a nameplate that you customize. And technically, it's not really part of the collection, so I don't own that one. I never really cared to own that one because it's not part of the series because it's a customizable piece. That's why. But aside from that, every piece is here, including the ornament. There is one ornament from Little Mermaid collection. But before we get started, hi, how are you? I'm Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. You can call me JP. Welcome to Enchanting Unboxing. If this is your first time, make sure to subscribe, yes, and hit that bell. Ding! Get notified every time I come to you live. I don't come to you live, but I say that every time because I'm always live on Facebook. But every time I upload content on YouTube, I come every Monday afternoon and I upload. And Thursdays I upload something different like Pokemon unpackings, etc. But every Monday I come to you and I unbox collectibles. And today's video, and don't forget, follow me on Instagram. Oh, again, I've been saying this for like the last 2 months. My Instagram, I haven't been working on it, but I will really soon, I promise. And I will be uploading photos as well on Instagram. Now, before we get started again, this video is going to be, I'd like to say a good maybe 35, 40 minutes. So it's going to be a little lengthy. And we're going to go into details with every single Little Mermaid piece ever made by Disney Traditions Jim Shore. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to try to go in the order in which they were released. And so we're going to start with the very first piece ever released, which is the Princess Ariel. Now this piece, the name is Twilight Serenade. It is considered the second most expensive princess piece, Tiana being the most, then this one. Now this piece is absolutely beautiful. It's first time she ever made an appearance in her pink dress. It was the first time we really ever even got to see Ariel. I love, love, love the base on this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's like these waves hitting like a deck. It's absolutely beautiful. And in the center, you have Ariel and Prince Eric, the moment in which they share their very first kiss by the lagoon. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. Now, when this first came out, it retailed for about $65. It now retails for over $300. You can find this only on the secondary market. It is absolutely beautiful. And it is the very first piece in the collection. Many, many people want this. Many people do have it. They did make quite an amount, quite a variety of these, but for some reason of all the princesses, Ariel pieces are always the most expensive ones. They sell out the fastest, and I don't think they make them more in a limited run, but everyone loves Ariel. Ariel is the most popular princess. So that's it. Following that one, there was a few other ones, and my recollection might get a little blurry, but I believe the second piece to be released in the series, there was a few other pieces that when it came out, that was the only standalone piece that came out. They didn't come with it. There was no other piece that came to it. But after that, we did get a few other pieces, and that is the most expensive piece in the entire collection, which is Ursula. Deepsea Diva. This is the most expensive piece out of the entire series. So of all the pieces you see here, this is the most expensive. This one is absolutely gorge. This is the first appearance in a series where Jim made Ursula. He then made her 2 other times, and we'll dive into that later. And he's making another piece that launches this summer, which launches a month from today. It launches next month. And so here we have Ursula with her 2 eel minions, I forget their names, and she has the scroll in her hand, which Ariel's about to sign, It is absolutely beautiful. Oh, the detail on this piece is stunning. I love the way her octopus tentacles are curled. The detail is absolutely impeccable. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. It was my favorite Ursula piece, and then this one came out, the Halloween one, and they're neck and neck. But I absolutely love it. This is the most expensive piece. This piece alone, it should have been in my top 20 video. I don't know why it wasn't, because I think it is more expensive than some of my other pieces. But this piece alone goes for about $500, $600. That's what you would find this piece for, making it the most expensive piece in the entire collection. Yay! Next we have, when that piece launched, we also got a few other pieces. So we received this one. Now this is a musical chime. Where is the musical chime? Alright, you have to turn her. And the name on this piece is Part of Your World. Oh, it's that iconic movie in the scene where Ariel is singing Part of Your World, and then she just comes right up to the shore and she splashes in on the rock. This is an impeccable, impeccable piece. It's a singing, rotating piece. It came out around the same time the Ursula came out. I believe they were launched together. This, he made like a little capsule collection of Ariel pieces. Now, this piece, I'd like to say it's about like 4th, 5th most expensive. Retails, it was going for a lot more, and lately in the market, I've been seeing it on the secondary market, and people have been getting really lucky with it for like $120. But it's worth, on estimate, you'll get this piece for about $250, $300 is what you would pay for this piece. It has become very difficult to find. In my experience, it's more rare to come across than the Ursula. But nevertheless, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And because of the fact that it has that music note, every time a piece has either a light up or a music or a rotating feature, you're going to be paying more money for it. So here you go. Part of Your World. Absolutely love this piece. At the same time that piece came out, he also released the first ever personality pose in the collection. And this is Ariel Splash of Fun. Now this piece, they have remade it, so you can, it's actually quite common to find. A lot of the local Hallmark stores still carry it. They've made other releases. I did purchase this when it first initially launched. And there is a variant to this. We have this color here, which is like a mint, like her true mint green tail. And then there's another one that's more of a teal tail. I've never seen it. I don't know which one is rarer. I do know I bought this right when it launched. I'm not sure. I presume this is the rarer one, but I don't really know. Nor have I seen the other one. Or maybe I have and I just never noticed. This one, you could still purchase this for like under $30. It's quite a common personality pose. And usually the personality poses he keeps making re-releases of. And there she is sitting on the rock. And there you have it. After that, he also made beautiful, it's the most expensive piece that he's ever made. It was the first time ever he featured the Disney princesses. Aside from these standalone pieces that I just showed you, the first piece, like a Tiana, aside from those standalone pieces, those were individually made per capsule, per collection. He made, for the first time ever, it was a collaboration piece he made where he made this beautiful carousel. I'm not going to show you the carousel. If you see my previous video with Cinderella, you saw a glimpse of it. One day we're going to do all the Disney princess pieces. Not today. And so he made a carousel, and then when you purchase the carousel, you can buy the individual princesses. He made Aurora, Snow, Ariel, Cinderella, and Belle, each with an iconic animal in their world. And here we have a seahorse. This also being the most expensive piece of them all. The name of this piece is Princess of the Sea. I am obsessed. This is my favorite standalone piece of all of them on their horses. I love this because she's on a seahorse. The colors are absolutely beautiful, and it is the rarer of the 5. They made fewer runs of this one versus the others. As you can see, she has Flounder and 2 other flounder-looking fish, a pink and a blue. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this piece right here, I love the seashells on the bottom, the seashell motif, on the bottom base. It is absolutely impeccable. I mean, I feel like he doesn't even make pieces like this anymore. Now this piece, when it first launched, it was about $55, each standalone piece, $50. And now this piece itself, you cannot find it cheaper than $300 on the secondary market. A lot of people I've seen it even go for $500. I think that's absurd, but it's been going up in price, and more people want the Carousel collection. The Carousel itself right now you can't find for less than like $1,000, so which is sold separately. Absolutely stunning piece. I wish he would have made more princesses on their horses, but he only ever made those 5. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I would say this is the 3rd rarest piece in the entire collection. After Ursula, did I cover that one? Yeah, Ursula, this one, the Ariel Princess, and then we're going to go with this one next. I just want to make sure, am I doing this in order? I think so. I might be missing a few here or there. Well, we'll go with this one first. This one also being the most expensive one from this series. It is Ariel and Prince Eric. He then made another princess collection. It was a little a background castle, and you can purchase the princesses with their princes, and then you would stand all 5 of them next to each other. I also have the entire collection. The other ones was Aurora, Prince Philip, Prince Charming, and Snow White. It was Cinderella's Prince and Cinderella, and lastly Belle and Beast. And so here you have it. Here you have, this was the first appearance in a series of Eric. So we've never seen, well, we did see Eric, actually. We did see him in the dress on the very first piece ever made. He's on the dress. This is the 2nd time in a series that we actually get a full 3D figure of him. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It's Prince Eric on his wedding day. She's not in her wedding dress. She's in her pink dress. And there you have it. This one, when it first launched, was about $40, $45, and now it retails for about like $250, $200. Now, he did make an ornament piece. I'm going to discuss that now while we're at it. You can purchase it as alone, as a standalone, or they sold it in a pair. I got mine in a pair. It comes with Rapunzel and her guy, I forget his name, and then this one, I bought them in this. They come in there, these ornaments. This is the only ever Ariel ornament ever made. Little Mermaid ornament. It's the exact same piece there, but a much smaller ornament. It's becoming quite more difficult to find in and of itself. This piece alone, you'll pay about like $75, $85 for it, just for an ornament. Yay! Before we move on, next we have a Sonata piece. So he kind of made Ariel in a bunch of princess pieces. This was the next one. So this is Ariel, the Sonata one. So this is Ariel, Harmony of the Sea. The bottom has this felt type material because when you place her on top of a sonata, which I'm not going to do right now, she sings a part of your world. I think. I don't know. She does a song. And I love this piece because the bottom of her dress is layered in the like seashell, motives, and then he has the rose mauling here. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece. She's carrying a seashell. This one is a sing-along piece. When you place it on the sonata sings her song. It was a collection that came with 6 princesses. Tiana, first appearance ever for Tiana, Jasmine. It came with Cinderella, Aurora, Belle, and Ariel. This piece right here, you can probably get for like $150 now in the secondary market. It's become expensive as well. Initially $50, now like $150. Following that, we have this piece that was launched. Now this was an anniversary piece. This is a sing-along piece. This piece is no longer, it's become difficult to come across. I remember there is a website, Fantasies Come True. It's where I got in one-fourth of my collection I've purchased from Fantasies Come True. And this one is called Under the Sea. It is a musical piece. You have Ariel and Flounder. You also have Sebastian here. What I love about this piece, it is a 360 piece. You see all of the sea creatures dancing, singing, that iconic final scene of this song in the movie. I love that you can see the seaweed coming up by her dress, the coral. There is so much as you look into this piece, so much to experience. Beautiful, 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 beautiful piece. Now this piece when it launched was $125. I believe Fantasies Come True has one for like $150. They have one left. I'm not sure. If you're watching this video and you need it, they may have it. Again, that's fantasiescometrue.com. They're my favorite website. The owner, Bob, is a sweetheart. Just last week I got some pieces, not from Jim Shore, but from another collection I collect from Disney, which you're going to see later this week as well. So check it out. If you wanted to buy this in the secondary market, it's retailing now for like $200, $250. Some places even more. Next, we have, so after that, he then made a collection, a storybook collection. And this was one of the first he released in that batch. And this one is called Under the Sea Dreaming. It is a storybook, so as you zoom in, the back will say Little Mermaid, the actual like movie title. And then the front has her in her trove of collections with Flounder, and that iconic scene where she has the statue of Prince Eric moments before her father destroys her entire trove. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love this piece. It literally transcends you into this underground water world. It is absolutely beautiful. You have Sebastian on the bottom, Flounder, her, Prince Eric statue. It's a moment right from the movie, just captured so vividly and onto this piece. It is absolutely stunning. You can still probably find this piece. I honestly don't know. Some of these storybook pieces have become very difficult to come across. I've still seen this quite commonly. I'd say you can still purchase this for about $75. So, again, secondary market, of course. Yay! After that, he made another anniversary piece, and I believe this was for the 25th anniversary. And it is Dreaming Under the Sea. Now, this piece has been re-released many times, and they've made, they still have it. So this piece, when it retailed, it was like $65. You can still find it. Don't pay more than $70 for this piece because it's relatively very easy to find on the secondary market. It's one of my favorite pieces, even though it's a common piece. It's again that iconic film and that iconic scene in the movie where she's picking up, looks like a scallop or like some fish or like a floral piece of coral, I forget what it is, and she's just laying on this stone underwater. It is absolutely beautiful. So you have Flounder, you have Ariel. I love the way her body's positioned. It's so beautiful. And then you have Sebastian. The way her hair is up, it's as if it literally is transcending you right into the sea. The coral overlay here, absolutely beautiful piece. The flower on her hair. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love, 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 love this piece. And other collections have made pieces very similar to this as well. Other types of Disney collectible figurines. So it is an iconic scene from the movie. Obsessed. Love this piece. Again, It's not that pricey, and it's still very quite common to find. Yay! What else do we have? Next, we have the spring collection. So after that, he then made summer blooms. This is actually the summer collection. He made 4 princesses. Where he made Snow for winter, he made Ariel for summer, Cinderella for spring, and then he made Belle for fall. And they're carrying each a basket of florals. So she's carrying a basket of roses. They're like summer florals. They look like roses. And on the bottom you see the print as well. And she has a headpiece as well. Absolutely beautiful piece. This piece has become difficult to come across as well. They have been retailing for about $150 each. All 4 of them have become quite difficult, and many people want them. First, when they launched, they weren't as popular, but they didn't make that year. I believe that was 2014. These were released. These were released 2014 or 2015. And that year was the year in which Jim was transitioning his... we used to get our boxes. We used to get a different type of box. And that year he had just transitioned. Now we get the new red box that you see. And that year there was a limited run. We got like he had like a new Enesco had a new manufacturer. And that year we experienced we didn't experience reprints, and we didn't experience a large size run of these pieces. So anything made in 2014 to 2016 has become difficult to come across. That transitional period. So this is one of them. After that, he made a snowman collection. So he made so many of these. This is Christmas by the Sea. He made for many of the movies. He did for Peter Pan. He did for Chippendale, Snow White, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. He did it for... anyone else that I'm missing? You do it for Sleeping Beauty. Yep, Beauty and the Beast. And Nightmare Before Christmas. He made these beautiful snowmen, and with them he incorporated Disney elements. So as you can see, the snowman is holding Triton's staff. You see Ariel in the center. You have Sebastian, and this is the first appearance of the bird. I forget the bird's name. This is the first and only appearance this bird has ever made in any... Well, he actually makes a second appearance. We're going to meet him later in the most recent piece that has come out. But this is the first appearance we ever get the bird. It's a beautiful piece. You can still purchase this on the secondary market for under like $90. After that, he made first appearance in a series with Ariel wearing the blue dress. Again, you do see here in the original piece I showed you, in the scene piece, you see this piece on her dress, but this is the first time we see a 3D version of it. And this is Waiting for a Kiss. This piece is still quite common. You can find it. They made a lot of prints of this one. And because it is an iconic scene. And here we have Prince Eric in his regular attire, and you have her in her blue dress, and it's that moment where they're about to share their very first kiss. We have Sebastian, and we have Flounder, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful scene right out of the movie. It's that iconic scene. Now, again, you can find this quite easily. This piece sells for under like $65, $70. You could definitely purchase this piece. Yay! After that, he made these Disney princess personality poses, and it was these. He made a ton of them. This one's name is Be Bold. He made Ariel, Elsa, Tiana, Anna, Snow White, Rapunzel, Aurora, Snow, Jasmine, and Cinderella in these small personality poses. These retailed for about anywhere from about, on average, about $28, $24, $28. They're starting to go up in price. They did do a re-release on them, but they never did a re-release on Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Snow, Elsa, and Anna never got a re-release. The others did, and now they're not making them anymore. So they're starting to go up in price because people who can't don't have the space or can't afford to have some of the larger pieces because they've become difficult to come across. A lot of new collectors are resorting to the personality poses, but again, they are becoming more difficult to come across. You can still find this piece for under $30, but still beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. It's her in her blue dress. Next, we have the Ariel's Secret Charm. Now, this collection is absolutely beautiful. This is her in her green dress. And here, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't remember her having this dress in the movie. It's almost like a new dress that they just have created for her. I love this piece because of the way her dress flares out as you look in closer. And what's awesome about this piece is it also has a hidden compartment. And I think you've seen me do this with the Cinderella video last time, but right here, this opens up, and inside there is this little orange crystal, oh, it's made of resin, resin seashell. Put it back, and it's concealed. If you ask me, it should have been her fork. But super, super, super cutie. This piece is becoming a little bit more difficult. These in general are becoming more difficult to find. This one, and again, Ariel, anytime they make Ariel in any princess, like he made this one he made one for Rapunzel, he made one for Belle, Aurora, Ariel, and Cinderella. So he made 5 of these, and of course the Ariel one is going to be the most expensive and more difficult to find as well. I believe you can still find her on Fantasies Come True. That's actually where I got mine from. I had all the other princesses. I found them locally, but Fantasies Come True actually still had her at the same original retail value. So yay! Got her too. After that, we have another one, similar to that dress, but in a holiday version. This one is Tidings of Wonder. It's a Christmas princess piece. Now, this piece, this was also a collection piece where he made it for Rapunzel, he made Ariel, Cinderella, and Snow White. So he made 4 of them. And it's this beautiful holiday base, right? They almost look like poinsettias, but they're not. You see some, they look like cranberries. Beautiful, beautiful base. And then she has this dark, dark forest green dress, this holiday shawl, right? She has the little holiday cranberry accent piece on her hair. And in the center, there's an ornament. And the ornament features Flounder. And it does move around. Now, again, of the 4 of them, this is the rarest one. It's not that it's rare. Again, it's more popular. It's sold out faster. People love themselves Ariel. You can still find this. I believe it's like $90 if you're interested in it. $85, $90 on Fantasies Come True. I believe they have 1 left. So that's actually where I got this one. I had the other ones, but I couldn't find her. And then I found her on Fantasies Come True a few months ago at the original retail value. But the price has gone up, as they only have, I believe, 1 left in their remaining stock. So there you have it. Again, by the time this video airs, it can be sold out. Yay! After this, he then made a few other pieces, and here my memory is a little wonky, so bear with me. So we have another Ursula piece that was made. This is my least favorite Ursula. This is Deep Trouble of all the Ursulas. I think it's still a beautiful piece, but I like the original and the Halloween one more. So here with this Ursula, they made this collection of villains, and in that they made Maleficent, they made Ursula, they made the the Evil Queen from Snow White, and Cruella. And all four of them had like a story they were telling on their chest, similar to the original princess ones. And here, this is the moment where Ariel is being lured in by both of her little eel henchmen, and she's about to sign that contract and give away her voice for a pair of legs. And so that is this piece. This piece you could still relatively find for under $75 on the secondary market. And some mom and pop shops may still have it. What are we doing next? Next we have Wedding Bliss. So Jim made another Disney Princess Collection series, and that contained 5 princesses on their wedding days with their princes. And so it was Cinderella and Prince Charming. We have Ariel and Eric, Rapunzel and Finn. There we go, that's his name. Aladdin and Jasmine, and Snow and her prince. Now these pieces have become very expensive. Now they, first off, the rarest one being Rapunzel and Finn. It's very rare to come across. They made fewer of those. So the way that worked was for every, the way vendors would buy these were they were sold in a pack of 2 when Enesco sold them. So when you would buy the collection, in order to get Finn and Rapunzel, they had to buy the collection. So some vendors don't like that. Some vendors, when they purchase them, they just like buying them in quantities of 2. Right? And so in order to have gotten the Rapunzel and the Finn, you had to buy a collection of every princess, 2 of each, but the Rapunzel and the Finn, you only got 1. So it was far more difficult to come across. I do have it, and we'll probably show that one when we do a Rapunzel, an entire collection of all the Rapunzel pieces. Now, this is the second rarest one of the entire series, the rarest being Finn and Rapunzel, followed by Ariel and Eric, and then leading with Aladdin and Jasmine. Cinderella and Prince Charming and Snow and the Prince, you could still find them for like $75, $85 now, but they're becoming rare. And I do believe Fantasies Come True still has one of these left. This one's retailing for like $125 right now in Fantasies Come True, or $100, which I still think is a steal because right now she's going for close to about $200 now. So $175, $200. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Another reason why these pieces were so popular is because many people use them as wedding toppers on their wedding cakes. So that's why these 5 pieces are quite difficult to come across. The Snow and Prince, Snow White and her prince being the most common of them all, and not the most, she's again not the most popular princess, and then followed by Cinderella and Prince Charming. There you have it. After that, he then made a collection of princesses with like an iconic like thing that was their like thing. This is Curious Collector. And so here we have Ariel again in her pink dress, and she has this fork and she's combing her hair. And in these, he made a few of them. So in this collection, he made a Belle with a storybook. He made Ariel with a fork in her hand. He made Tiana holding a book. He made Pocahontas. And I think I said Belle. I don't want to miss out on any of them. Yeah, he made the Belle with the book. He made... Was it Rapunzel? No, was it? Yeah, and it was Rapunzel. Was it Rapunzel? Yeah, and it was Rapunzel, and Rapunzel's painting. There we go. So he made some unconventional princesses for this collection. That was Tiana with her menu. It was Rapunzel painting. It was Belle with her book. Ariel with a fork. And I don't think he made Cinderella like this. He didn't make this piece for Cinderella, no. Yeah, so those are the ones that he made. And Pocahontas, sorry, as I mentioned before, and she's just standing in this strong pose. He also ended up making similar to this a Mulan piece as well, where she's also standing with her sword. So those were the 6 princesses he made. And what I love about that is that he made some princesses that were unconventional, like Rapunzel, Tiana, Pocahontas, and Mulan. Pocahontas, by the way, is not a princess. Nor was Mulan. So, but he did make them. So yay to that. This one is still, you can find this set quite common. I wouldn't pay more than $70 for this piece. $60, around $60. We then have this piece. No, we have this piece. So this piece, he made quite a few of them. This is Fun and Friends. So what he did here is he created the princesses as you zoom in. First off, let's talk about this base. I love it. The fish scales and then the waves here. Oh, it's so beautiful. As they are like in this sand dune. So before he made this piece, he made Mulan, Rapunzel, Cinderella, Belle, and Snow White, and they're each holding. They're in a photo with their best friend, and this piece right, and they're sitting with their like best friend or their companion from the movie, their sidekick, and those pieces have become very expensive to come across. And then he made a re-release of some of the other princesses he didn't get a chance, and Ariel was one of them, Pocahontas, Tiana, and Aurora were the other ones, and they have all become quite expensive to come across. Ariel is actually surprisingly very common. I guess he thought, you know what, let's make more Ariels because she sells out more. But the Tiana and the Pocahontas have become quite difficult to come across. So here you have it. And actually, remember I told you there was a snow globe piece, a water globe that I don't own. It's part of Things Remembered. This is actually the piece. This is what's inside of the snow globe. This same pose. I love the way her tail just flares upward. And there you have it. Next we have, he has made, I think Ariel has like the most, like he's done so many princess collections, like where they're just princesses. I feel like Ariel's the one that like really has the most. Ariel and Cinderella. This is Sanctuary by the Sea. So in this collection, this you can still find for about $100, $125. It hasn't gone up too drastically. Here you have Ariel and her princess and Prince Eric's castle. I'm surprised it's not her father's kingdom in Atlantis, but you have Eric's castle. It's absolutely beautiful. You see it. And in this collection, he made many princesses. He made Ariel, Snow, Aurora, Rapunzel, Snow White, Cinderella, and Ariel. Those are the ones he released first. He released those 6 princesses first. And then he made Elsa and Anna. And Anna is the rarest of them all. And there you have it. After that, he made a Father's Day collection piece. So for Father's Day, he ended up making 3 pieces. This is Daddy's Little Princess, which was King Triton, Ariel, and then he made Simba and Mufasa, and then he made Pongo with some of his puppies from 101 Dalmatians. This one is such a beautiful piece because of the girth and how it's positioned, the layers to this, and it's a big piece. You have King Triton here under the sea sitting. You see this sand bed here with seaweed and clams. And then what I love about this is Ariel's gifting her father like a flower, a floral headpiece, or she's having him hear something. I think it looks like a floral headpiece, but I just love the way she's positioned up here. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This piece you could find for a little under $85 still. A lot of shops still carry it. You could probably even find it for $75. It is even $70 if you're lucky. It's still quite common to come across. It's one of my favorite Disney pieces. Ariel pieces. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's the first time we get King Triton featured in any piece, because he's never been featured in any piece. This was the first time. After that, last year, was it last year or the year before last year? I feel like it was the year before. Yeah, it wasn't last year. It was the year before last year. In 2019, yeah. 2020, we did not get these. Yeah, these did not come out in 2020. No, not yet. This came out in 2019. This was Deliciously Greedy. He made 4 Disney villains for Halloween. He made Maleficent, he made the Evil Queen, he made Ursula, and he made the evil guy from Princess and the Frog. I forget his name. The voodoo guy. This one is my favorite. I love the sand details. It kind of looks like graham crackers that she's sitting on as you zoom in. And I absolutely love, like, just her gluttonous in this, where all her tentacles are holding Halloween candy. It's such an unconventional piece and not from the book. Not from the movie at all. It does say trick or treat. She's holding a chocolate bar, lollipops, every one of her tentacles. Here we go again with me story. Every one of her tentacles has candy, which is so freaking kick-ass. Love this piece. Love her so much. And her girth. And she's heavy too. After this piece, the final pieces he made were he then made 3 pieces that came out, and these came out not last year but the year before last year. These came out late 2019, I believe. And this one is Mermaid by Moonlight. Yeah, these came out in 2019. This is a light up piece. This back, Moonlight, lights up. It's that iconic scene from the movie. And there is Ariel standing by the seashore on the rock. It is absolutely beautiful. You could see it even from the background right here. You could see her. It lights up. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I love this piece so much. He also made a little flounder. So he made a personality pose flounder, and this is called Go Fish. Flounder is right after Abu. Flounder is my second favorite sidekick. Dopey is my favorite, followed by Abu, and then Flounder. The colors on Flounder are absolutely beautiful. I've always loved Flounder's color story. There's something about that bright yellow and bright blue that just, it's mesmerizing. What I also love is this year, in 2019, Jim started to have fun and incorporate something. He started to use a metallic, like opalescent paint for whenever he does now waves. They started to use that, and I loved it. So you can notice some of that iridescence all over this splash. You also noticed it on this piece right here. And then you see it a lot more on this piece, which also came out that year. So, love this one. This is Seashell Scenario. This piece is worth $100. It is a bigger piece, and it is the piece right out of the actual movie clip. So if you bought the original VHS in 1989, this was the front cover of it, is this clam, and you see King Triton, Ursula, Prince Eric, and Ariel and Sebastian and Flounder. So you have everyone in this piece. And if you notice here on the waves, on the splashes, you see that opalescence all over. It's so beautiful. That like opalescent metallic paint that he uses, and then you also see Atlantis in the background as well. Beautiful piece. This one you can still easily find. It's about $100, and it also has Ursula's little 2 eel henchmen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love this piece. So excited when they announced that they were making this piece. And the last piece in the collection just recently launched earlier this year. This one came out, this came out in fall of 2020, and it is called Spirited Siren. It's from the Winter Woodland Collection. First time we get Ariel in a Winter Woodland Collection, and it's the first appearance for Max. We've never seen Max before, and then again, the bird makes, I forget his name, he makes another appearance here. I hope this piece will get one fully colored. It is so, so, so pretty. Now, I will say Ariel's face looks a little awkward on these. That was the one thing everyone was saying, that her face wasn't true. She looks a little bit more plump. She just looks different. Her nose is a little rounded versus more pointed. So this was the final piece made in the series. And there you have it. That completes the Little Mermaid Disney Jim Shore Complete Collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was requested by one of you on YouTube. So again, if there's any particular collection you want me to share, just comment below. Let me know what it is that you want me to showcase, and I will do so. I'm getting a phone call. Let me decline that. I hope that did not interfere with my sound, but thank you for tuning in. Comment below with what it is that you want me to see, what you want me to showcase, and I will create a video for you. We do have a Villains collection coming out following week. We have the Couture Force Steampunk collection I'm going to showcase as well. We have a lot of stuff we're creating for you. So any particular collection maybe you're looking to collect, I'll do a video for. I will say that what I am hesitating, what I'm not going to do is Garden Collection, Christmas, and or Tinkerbell. It's just too excessive, and I still have them in boxes. Tinkerbell I don't, but it's so much Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell will wait for a future video. But anything else, I'm open to creating for you. So just comment below and I will produce. Thank you so much. It means the world when you subscribe. And again, if you're a part of any Disney groups or whatever, or any type of groups, please share this video, because I know this can support the entire community in creating their list of what it is, because there is no like Beckett or checklist for these products. Stay amazing, stay awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.